The 33rd Sunday of Ordinary Time, Cycle A. The first reading is from the book of Proverbs, and it tells us about choosing a good wife. Proverb tells us, she brings him good and not evil all the days of her life. She reaches out her hands to the poor and extends her arms to the needy. Charm is deceptive and beauty is fleeting. The woman who fears the Lord is to be praised. Although the reading focuses on the choosing of a wife, we should update it to include the qualities of a good husband: faithful, compassionate, forgiving, humble, dependable worker, family-oriented, etc. One of the problems in our society is that the choosing of a spouse by a man or a woman tend to be based more on physical beauty and wealth rather than on character. For a marriage to work, there must be some physical attraction, but having common values are very important. Religion is the house of values: honesty, fidelity, compassion, understanding, forgiveness, kindness, etc. So be very careful when you choose a partner who has no religious values. Next week is the Feast of Christ the King and the end of the liturgical year. In a way, the feast celebrates the return of Christ the King, which is part of our dogma of beliefs. In the creed, which is all the dogma of belief, those things we have to believe, we say he will come again in glory to judge the living and the dead. To whom much is given, much is expected. As disciples of Christ, we're called to build up the kingdom of God on earth. Christianity is not only about personal spiritual growth, it is also about creating a community of peace and justice that will transform the world. After a long delay, when Christ returns, we shall be asked, how have we accounted for our time, our talent, and our treasure? Christ will not be interested in what type of house you lived in, or what type of car you drove, or what type of clothes you wear. Rather, he will ask you, whom have you forgiven? What have you done for the poor and needy? What ministries were you active in the church? If you're unable to answer these questions positively, he will tell his angels, throw this useless servant into the darkness outside, where there will be wailing and grinding of teeth. Let us not delay. Christ will come again, and let us put our spiritual lives in order, that when we're asked the questions, what have we done for him lately, we'll have lots and lots of answers. And we're proud to have built up the kingdom of God.